We know it's a big thing to ask, but we're asking you to be happier, and we're asking you to understand how it is that you get happier. And what we're really asking is that you do the best job that you can. Really, a much better job is available to you of focusing in the direction of things that feel good, of utilizing your own guidance system. So here you are, beautiful, expanding beings. You can't turn that expansion off. This creative process just moves forward boldly, taking you along with it, whether you're ready or not. Because the variety that surrounds you causes you to constantly give birth to new desires. And those new desires, that's what step one of the creative process is, in fact. Ask. And you're asking all day, every day, as you see things that make you ask for improvement. So step one, you ask. You, leading edge creators out here on the leading edge, you ask all day, every day. Ask. Vibrational emanation, ask. And source answers it. So every solution to every problem, that everything that is physical is emanating, everything that is physical asking for more, and non-physical responding immediately with the same energy that creates worlds, with power and clarity and certainty, and most of all with focus upon what you're asking for. So your request begins to expand and grow. That's all step two. Ask and it is given. Someone should write a book about that. When you ask, it is given, it is given, it is given. But then you say, but where is it? I can't see it. And we say, we know you can't see it yet because it's in the early vibrational forming stages. And you have to be a vibrational match to it to see it. In fact, your job is step three. You must find a way to be a vibrational match to what you're asking for, even though its absence may be much more obvious to you. You have to find a way of becoming a vibrational match to the presence of your desire. And when you are that, when you are a vibrational match to what you want, in other words, when you feel optimistic, when you are even hopeful, then you are in a vibrational place where you begin receiving impulses of timing, impulses of action, impulses of behavior, impulse of thought, impulse of words, impulses that cause you then to have your hands in the clay of your own creation. So many people identify a problem, which makes them identify a solution, but they relate so much more to the problem because they still believe that if they can convey a strong enough problem, that someone will come to solve their problem. And we say, someone does come to solve the problem, but if you are focused upon the problem and not the solution, you can't receive the information about the solution. You're getting this, aren't you? You gotta be in the receiving mode. So step one is ask, step two is source answers, and step three is you've got to be an allower of what you've asked for, which means you've got to be in the receiving mode. Now here's the really good news. When you're awake, you're in the receiving mode all the time. But the question is, what channel are you receiving from? Are you receiving from the spin-off of man's conscious thought? Are you receiving from the channel of CNN or Fox News, or what are you receiving? What are you receiving? Are you receiving from those who are worried about a lot of things? Are you receiving from your mother who wanted to protect you from everything? Are you receiving from the protesters? What are you synced up with vibrationally? What are you a vibrational match to? Are you a vibrational match to Source, who heard your question clearly, who knows the answer clearly, who is broadcasting a clear signal that through your path of least resistance you will hear? Through your path of least resistance you will hear an answer that is being broadcast to you that you will decipher through the mind field of your own beliefs. What a description of the path of least resistance that is. Through the minefield of your own beliefs. But it really is that way. In other words, when you ask for something that you don't believe, your inner being begins broadcasting to you right away a navigational route that will take you to what you want, taking into consideration every belief you hold that's in your way. So your inner being guides you around all those beliefs. That's why you don't go directly to the answers. That's why sometimes it takes you longer than you want it to. But you hold beliefs that are in the way. We're going to give you a really rudimentary example about something that you're going to think doesn't matter. And therefore, you'll be able to hear this answer more easily. Esther couldn't find her gold pen. She really wanted to find it. It was a gift. It was expensive. And it was her favorite pen. Whenever she wrote a love letter to somebody, she sat at her desk with that pen. That pen really mattered to her. She'd had it about 5 years. It was gone. She couldn't find it. She looked everywhere for it. I've lost my pen. I've lost my pen. I've lost my pen. I've lost my pen. And Jerry would say to her, well, we'll get you another one. I don't want another one. I want that one. I've lost my pen. I've lost my pen. I've looked everywhere for it and I cannot find it. And she wasn't kidding. She had turned every drawer upside down. She'd been in and out of all of her handbags. She could not find that pen. So finally, she had no choice but to let it go because she couldn't find it. And this went on, we're not kidding, for weeks. I can't find my pen. I can't find my pen. Where is it? 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 Now, here's the thing that we want you to know. We knew where it was. And we kept giving Esther an impulse to go look there. But she couldn't find it because you can't find something that's lost. It's just not even possible. Now, you may not believe that because it seems that things are really made out of matter the way you think they are, and that you should be able to just take your physical awarenesses and discover them if they're there. But when you believe that something is lost, your belief that it is lost will not let you find it. You might come very close to it. You might even pick up the purse that it is still in. But you will manage to feel around in the purse and miss it, or you will turn it upside down and it will get caught up in the lining. You can't find it if you really believe that it's lost. So then, weeks later, Esther is looking for a particular fragrance of perfume that she wanted to wear, and she remembered she had left that little sprayer in a handbag that she used often. So she reached in that handbag for the perfume and came out with a gold pen. Because she did not have any resistance to finding the gold pen at that time. Because we knew where it was. And the path of least resistance, you get this story? We had to wait until she was looking for something that she didn't believe was lost, that was in the vicinity of what she did believe was lost, before she could discover what she really wanted to find. Now, that seems like a silly analogy. And yet, this story tells you everything that you'll ever need to know about why some things come to you and why some things don't. You have different degrees of resistance about some things, stronger degrees of resistance about others, and everything is coming to you. Everything is coming to you through your path of least resistance. Or it would be more positive if we said through your path of most allowance. But your beliefs are both your path of allowance and your path of resistance. It just depends upon what your beliefs are about, yes? So, how do you begin to believe something that you don't believe when the proof is there? Abraham, it's true. This is the reality. This is what we've got. This is how it's going. My eyes are not deceiving me. My ears are not deceiving me. This is the truth of my reality. How do I create other than that? And we say, you're really upon something important if you're asking that question, because most people offer almost all of their vibration in response to what they are observing. Esther would say to us in the beginning, but Abraham, it's true. It's true. Shouldn't I give my attention to what's true? Isn't that what I've been taught all of my life? And we say, we understand what you're going for here, Esther. But here's the thing. A thing is only true because someone is focused upon it until it became a reality. We would use a different criteria. Not, is it true, but does it feel good to me when I think about it? Is it something that I desire? And if it is something that you desire, then give it more and more and more of your attention. But if it is not something that you desire, giving it more attention only makes it more solid in your experience. You see how it works? How do thoughts turn to things anyway? Have you ever wondered about that? Do you see any pipelines trucking in new fuel from other planets? New mines are being dropped from the sky? How is it? How is it that thoughts are turning to things? Thoughts are turning to things through focus and reception and response to that reception. That's how thoughts turn to things. That's how your economy evolves. That's how everything evolves. That's how the cells of your body evolve. Every part of evolution, which is what your eternalness is all about, is about thoughts turning to things. And so that's what we want to talk to you about. We want you to begin addressing yourself more vibrationally rather than physically, because the physical parts of you, the physical things that you are giving your attention to, those are already manifested. That's already done. That's like gum that you've chewed the flavor out of. That really is not where you want to put your attention. You want to put your attention upon where you are going. So when life shows you that you want something, you want to be more forward looking toward the evolving and the unfolding of what you're asking for, rather than standing where you are, sometimes in the absence of what you want, justifying or defending why you should get more of what you want because you don't have it. Every subject is two subjects. It's like a stick that has two ends of it. And on one end is the absence of what you want, and on the other end is the presence of what you want. So the question that we're asking you is, when you ask for more money, where's your gut? Where's your emotion? Are you standing in a feeling of desperation? Are you standing in a feeling of disappointment? Or are you standing in an attitude of appreciation and anticipation? Where's your vibration relative to the things that you're asking for? Are you more of a vibrational match to what you want, or are you more of a vibrational match to its absence? Are you more of a vibrational match to the problem or the solution, to the question or the answer? Well, we can tell you the answer. You can tell by how things are unfolding. However it's turned out so far, that's what you're a vibrational match to. It's always that way. You can tell what you're offering vibrationally by what you're living, by what you're surrounded by.